हेलो माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ आर यू? फाइन। आज मैं मेरा तीसरा वीडियो अपलोड करने जा रही हूँ। इसके पहले जो वीडियो मैंने अपलोड किया था, इन दैट वीडियो वी हैव स्टडीड अबाउट स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ फ्लावर, स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ एंथर, particularly transverse section of anther, a complete internal structure we have studied, and then we have also seen how microsporogenesis takes place inside the anther, that is development of microspore from microspore mother cell by meiosis. Now here we are going to study how pollen grain develop into male gametophyte, because pollen grain represent initial cell of male gametophyte. So before starting development of male gametophyte, we have to know structure of pollen grain. So we are going to study structure of pollen grain or microspores. Here you may see these are the pollen grains, appear golden yellow in color and spiny. Typical pollen grain is non-motile. इसको कोई लोकोमोटरी ऑर्गन्स नहीं है. इट इज नॉन मोटाइल. एज इट डेवलप आफ्टर meiotic division, pollen grain is always haploid. Pollen grain is always haploid. It is made up of one cell, so called unicellular, and having only one nucleus, so called uninucleate. So each pollen grain is a non-motile. It is unicellular, uninucleate and haploid. Pollen grain surrounded by two wall layers called as sporoderm. Outer layer of sporoderm is called exine and inner layer of sporoderm is called intine. Exine is thick and it is made up of a complex non-biodegradable substance which is called sporopollenin. As we have studied earlier, innermost wall layer of anther, which is called tapetum, that tapetum secrete sporopollenin, and now here exine is made up of sporopollenin. This sporopollenin is very resistant and provide resistance from chemical to pollen grain. On the exine, here you can see at some areas exine is thin and that form germ pore. In this diagram, 3 germ pores are present. Pollen grain is called triporate, and usually triporate pollen grains are present in dicot. But if only one germ pore is there, it is called uniporate, and uniporate pollen grains mostly present in monocot. Here both the pollen grains are same, only difference is there in their exine. That means exine may be smooth or it may be some projection, it may be spiny or with sculptures. Depending on type of pollination, exine of pollen grain may be smooth or it may be with projections or some sculptures. Intine, which is a inner layer of sporoderm, it is thin and it is always smooth. And this intine is made up of cellulose and pectin. So exine is made up of sporopollenin and intine is made up of cellulose and pectin. Now function of the pollen grain is to germinate and to develop into male gametophyte, which is a male gamete containing structure. This slide shows all the stages in development of male gametophyte. This is a pollen grain. Just we have studied structure of pollen grain. Unicellular, uninucleate, this is a nucleus having outer wall layer exine and inner thin wall layer which is called intine. Development of male gametophyte we may differentiate it into development before pollination and development after pollination. मतलब पोलन ग्रेन से ये जो मेल गमेटोफाइट है फॉर्म होने तक जो भी इवेंट्स है, तो कुछ इवेंट्स एंथर के अंदर ही होती है, मतलब तब पोलन ग्रेन का पॉलिनेशन नहीं हुआ है। लेकिन कुछ जो इवेंट्स है वो होती है एंथर के बाहर एंड ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ स्टिग्मा, तो उसको हम बोलेंगे आफ्टर पॉलिनेशन। सो डेवलपमेंट बिगिंस with a pollen grain, and as I described you, pollen grain is an initial cell of a male gametophyte. This unicellular uninucleate pollen grain, when present inside the anther, undergo first mitotic division. That's why you may see here in this diagram, here it shows two cells. This is a small cell on one side and this is a large cell. Large cell is called as vegetative cell or tube cell, and this small cell is called as generative cell. Generative cell has its own wall, but this vegetative cell is naked and contain dense cytoplasm and rhizophore. And you can see here this generative cell may float in a cytoplasm of a vegetative cell. That means inside the anther, first mitotic division is there, and after that mitotic division, pollen can become two-celled, having two unequal cells, large vegetative cell and small generative cell. Now, when pollen grain become two-celled, at this stage, anther is ready to dehisce. Anther is ready to break to release the pollen grain. So in most of the angiosperm, when pollen grain come out from the anther, they are at a two-celled stage. two-cell stage के pollen grains होते हैं जब वो anther से बाहर निकल आते हैं। मतलब यहाँ तक जो प्रोसेस है वो हुई anther के अंदर, जिसको हम बोलेंगे बिफोर पॉलिनेशन। अब ये जो pollen grain है which come out from the anther, where it goes, it is pollinated and deposited on the surface of stigma. So stigma is a part of gynoecium, we know. Okay, so this is a pollen grain, two-cell, deposited on the surface of stigma, and on that surface, on the surface of stigma, that pollen grain deposited. So this is the stigma. Okay, and here pollen grain is deposited. Now if pollen grain and stigma they are compatible, या फिर अगर ये pollen grain को stigma recognize करता है, then germination of pollen grain begins. So if both are compatible, the stigma secrete a sugary substance which is absorbed by pollen grain. ये जो pollen grain है वो sugary substance को absorb करता है. Because of absorption of sugary substance, its inner content cytoplasm swell. As the cytoplasm swell, pressure exert on intine, and intine protrudes out in the form of a tube through germ pore. Germ pores are present on the exine. तो जैसे अंदर का साइटोप्लाज्म स्वेल होता है, इंटाइन के ऊपर प्रेशर आता है और इंटाइन एक छोटे से ट्यूब के फॉर्म में जर्म पोर से बाहर निकल आता है. दैट इंडिकेट जर्मिनेशन ऑफ पोलन ग्रेन बिगिंस ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ स्टिग्मा. और जैसे पोलन जर्मिनेशन शुरू हो जाता है, इट डेवलप अ पोलन ट्यूब. इट डेवलप अ पोलन ट्यूब. सो हियर दिस पोलन ग्रेन डेवलप अ पोलन ट्यूब. ओके, that pollen tube passes through the styler region and reach up to the ovule and enter inside the embryo sac. तो ये जो pollen tube है, इसका डेवलपमेंट जैसे शुरू होता है, ट्यूब न्यूक्लियस एंटर इन द pollen tube. Then along with the cytoplasm, generative nucleus also begin to enter into the pollen tube. Then inside the pollen tube, mitotic division takes place in a generative nucleus and from generative nucleus 2 male gametes are formed. So here you can see in the pollen tube 2 male gametes are present. Both the male gametes are non-motile. उनको कोई भी लोकोमोटरी ऑर्गन्स नहीं है, फ्लैजेला नहीं है, सीलिया नहीं है, so male gametes are non-motile. Here these non-motile male gametes are carried toward the female gametes by means of a hollow pollen tube which is called as siphonogamy. And this structure which is developed after germination is called male gametophyte. So this is a fully germinated pollen which shows a long pollen tube containing 2 male gametes and tube nucleus in a cytoplasm is called male gametophyte. That means from microspore, when development of male gametophyte is there, 2 mitotic divisions are there. First division takes place inside the anther and second takes place here inside the pollen tube in the generative nucleus. Okay, so 2 mitotic divisions are required. अब यहाँ कोई भी meiotic division नहीं होगी क्योंकि already meiosis हो चुका है when there is a formation of microspore and microspores are haploid. Okay, now just we have studied कि जब pollen grain anther के बाहर आते हैं वो 2 सेल स्टेज के होते, अभी बताया, लेकिन कुछ एंजियोस्पर्म ऐसे हैं कि जिनमें ये पोलन ग्रेन जब एंथर से बाहर निकलते हैं they are at a 3-celled stage. At that time what happened? In this unicellular pollen grain, first mitotic division is there, it become 2-celled. Here again second mitotic division occurs and that divide generative cell into 2 male gametes. मतलब यहाँ पर एक ट्यूब न्यूक्लियस और 2 मेल gametes होते हैं. And at this stage pollen grain released from the anther and then deposited on the surface of stigma. लेकिन most of the angiosperm anther dehisce and release pollen grain at 2-cell stage. In some angiosperm pollen grains release at 3-celled stage. Okay, so this is a development of male gametophyte. Right, now you can see here, ये देखो यहाँ पर ये TS of anther है showing a pollen tetrad. Here you can see this is a 2-celled pollen grain. ये जो दिख रहा है यहाँ पर देखो स्कल्पचर दिख रहे, एक zyne है. This is a small cell called generative cell and this is a cell called tube cell, and in the tube cell cytoplasm generative cell is floating और ट्यूब सेल नेकेड है क्योंकि उसको अपनी वॉल नहीं है. एंड दिस इज डिपॉजिटेड ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ स्टिग्मा एंड जर्मिनेट टू फॉर्म अ स्ट्रक्चर लाइक दिस विच इज कॉल्ड मेल gametophyte. This is also male gametophyte with a long pollen tube and showing 2 male gametes here. So here function of androecium is over. हमने sequential events देखे थे कि हमने ये भी पढ़ा है कि कैसे एंड्रोशियम से एक एक स्टेप पार करते हुए फाइनली डेवलपमेंट ऑफ माइक्रोस्पोर, देन डेवलपमेंट ऑफ मेल gametophyte and then development of male gametes are there. Okay, after this we have structure of gynoecium and sequential step in development of female gametophyte. ठीक है, and gynoecium we know it is a female reproductive whorl diploid. Gynoecium is made up of members called carpel diploid. कार्पेल के 3 पार्ट होते हैं, स्टिग्मा, स्टाइल एंड ओवरी, but ovary is fertile part, so we have to mention only ovary here, which is also diploid. Inside the ovary ovules are present. Okay, they are fertile. ओव्यूल का जो पार्ट होता है न्यूसेल, जिसको हम बॉडी ऑफ ओव्यूल बोलते हैं, दैट रिप्रेजेंट मेगास्पोरेंजियम. सो इनसाइड द ओव्यूल nucellus is there which represent megasporangium which is diploid. Inside the megasporangium formation of megaspore mother cell is there. again diploid. From the megaspore mother cell, formation of megaspore. And now megaspores are haploid. Why? Because from megaspore mother cell, megaspores are formed by meiosis. And this process is called megasporogenesis. Development of haploid megaspore from diploid megaspore mother cell by meiosis is called megasporogenesis. Then megaspore is the initial cell of female gametophyte. So megaspore develop into female gametophyte. Female gametophyte also called embryo sac. And in that female gametophyte or in the embryo sac, female gamete is present, and as gamete is always haploid. Okay, so all the diploid condition changes into haploid because of occurrence of meiosis at one stage. Okay, so in the next video we are going to study about structure of ovule and development of female gametophyte.